Dude, I love the mask behind you.
Yeah, what about it?
I love the mask behind you. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, love the mask you're on.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. Did a little bit of makeup. I'm trying out some new colors. I'm doing
Ah,
red, blue. I might do like a little silver maybe. Who knows?
yeah, you paint them yourself, or
Yeah, yeah, I had to sand them down. I had to like nice and sand them by hand and then paint them. So, yeah, I'm trying something.
yeah,
Yeah.
you don't wanna tell people who you are.
Yeah, so I'm nobody. I'm a nobody, so you don't have to be.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, I like heavy metal. I like thrash metal, death metal. I like guitar. So I like to play a little bit of I guess the shreddy kind of stuff. But anything that kind of like comes my way. I mean, metal's my kind of like my love, my passion. I like getting out aggression through metal,
yeah,
and you can kind of hear that in some of my music. And yeah, I hope you enjoy whatever I do.
yeah, of course. Thanks for reaching out, by the way. I tried
Yeah,
to
yeah.
tried to find stuff about you on the net, but like you said, you're nobody. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I kind of keep a low profile. I'm trying to like do a few more things marketing wise, just kind of put myself out there a little bit. So, I'm working up to that right now. Just kind of focusing on me and my art, and now I got to do the whole, slog and the unfun stuff of like buy my merch, buy my
yeah,
music, try this out. Yeah, but I mean, even you got your new podcast coming up. You're doing a whole bunch of like you got Pagan's Mind that's coming up soon. I love those guys. I think
yeah,
they're phenomenal right there. So yeah,
yeah, they're
fun stuff.
really good. They I think they're in the US now on the Atlanta Prog Rock Festival.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh man, I gotta get tickets now.
that's why they got together because of the prog rock festival. They
Hell
haven't
yeah.
they haven't been playing together in 7 or 8 years. I think they split up, and now it's the comeback because of the prog rock.
I'm
So
seeing a lot of bands nowadays. They took a little hiatus, not just because of the whole lockdown, COVID pandemic thing, but like look at Death Angel. They
yeah,
had a huge hiatus for like what 10, 15 years, and then they're like, you know what? Let's just get back together, and now they're like on top of the world. And
yeah.
now
So,
Mark Oswega, he's playing with Kerry King now, which is pretty awesome.
and Linkin Park got something going on.
Yeah, I saw that little countdown timer, and then now it's
Yeah,
counting back up. So I'm like, yeah, exactly. It's like everyone waits for that countdown, and then it's like a whole like, gotcha, it's gonna count up. It's like, all
yeah,
right, I don't care
yeah.
until you actually tell me now. You know?
No, really. So who are you?
I mean, me behind me, like the person behind the mask. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm a nobody. Yeah, you know. Uh, I mean, me personally. Just another person just trying to get their art out there, just trying to do music. I mean, I think it's my passion, is doing kind of artsy stuff, whether it's like I'm screen printing my own kind of like shirts for live stuff. I'm hitting
yeah,
up other artists because I love their work. So I'm like, hey, do you want to do some art here? You want to do some art here? I like kind of promoting other people, so I'm reaching out to like my fans or my heroes as well. Like I got Chris Adler from
yeah,
Lamb of God drumming, and now he's with a whole bunch of other stuff. He did Megadeth stuff.
yeah.
If you listen to any of his drum tracks, it's insane. I reached out to a keyboardist, Derek Sherinian. He used to play with Dream Theater.
I know, I know.
Yeah, and
That's really big
he's like,
names.
yeah, I'll do some keyboards for you, and I was just blown away. So I'm just kind of reaching out to everyone. Like, I do this kind of music. This is what I kind of want to do. I'm gonna do this kind of full time. So, help me not do the fry later at McDonald's anymore, or like doing security work. I just do whatever kind of work,
Yeah,
and it's boring. It's not fun. It's not fulfilling. But like playing the guitar, playing on stage, that's fulfilling. It's like dating, You're like
yeah,
you're in their DMs, you're trying to like reach out to them. They're like, "Yeah, maybe. Yeah, oh, you can open maybe, maybe." And it's like, "You know what? Be personable." I think these
yeah,
like uber mega like companies, bands, whatever happens, these huge mega bands become a company. And then it's like
yeah,
you have to go, like you said, through their agency, then through their marketing person, then their PR team. And it's like I don't want to be like a mega Uber, Slipknot, Metallica, Slayer. I like that personability. If you
Yeah,
reach out to me, I'm gonna be talking with you.
yeah,
I'm gonna be hitting you up. I'm gonna be like, hey, this is cool. That's cool. Some people hit me up for like guitar advice, and I'm like, oh yeah, try this guitar out, or try this effect. Or I have some lessons on my Instagram page and YouTube page. It's like, here's some warm ups, because some people ask me that. So,
yeah,
the personability thing is a lot better than being like, I'm in this band and
yeah,
I have this going on. And it's like, okay, cool. You're selling out huge arenas, but you're still not being the person.
yeah. True. Nobody gets to talk to you. You're big.
Yeah,
You're big on TikTok and Instagram and all that shit. But if someone reach out to you, it's like, yeah,
they got their whole social media team, and you're not even
yeah.
gonna talk to them.
If they
Yeah,
record a video at home and send it to their teams
yeah,
and just, yeah, I'm so personal, but
yeah,
they don't respond ever.
exactly. Yeah, like I don't know who it was. They're like, yeah, just reach out to us. We comment on everything. I did
Yeah,
that, and they're like, hey, I hit up you guys. You want to collaborate? Like you said, nothing, nothing. Maybe they didn't like my stuff, but seems like if you go into like some comments, it's like, oh, all they want is the engagement. All they
yeah,
want is people to comment, so it helps their algorithm out.
yeah.
Fun.
That's shit. So what kind of music are you into?
I mean, I like that 80s thrash kind of stuff. I mean, like you look at old school Metallica with like Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning. I love that like hair metal style. You go into like Iron Maiden as well, Judas Priest. I'm like an old head. I like that 80s kind of like era of like, oh, this is raw, just power, fast, technicability. And now
Yeah,
I'm starting to get into technical death metal,
yeah,
like Archspire. I'm getting into Beyond Creation. I think I'm really inspired by Buckethead. Uh, I'm also inspired by like Slipknot, but also like horror stuff, like Akira Yamaoka. He's the composer for Silent Hill, the video
ah,
games, and that really inspired me too.
yeah,
So I kind of like heavy metal, yeah, but if I could go the ambient route, I'm starting to get into like atmospheric black metal now, and you can kind of hear that on one of my first songs I did off of Born from Hate on this album is called Betrayal by Brothers, very black metal inspired. And this song that I'm going to be coming out with at the end of September, it's going to be called Eclipse. It's atmospheric, kind of suicidal black metal kind of stuff, you know? So it's like, oh wow, it's very inspired by Karg, and I don't know if you know who that band is. They're
sorry.
amazing. I think the guitarist was in Harakari for the Sky, but I love Karg. I got a patch of theirs, and you should check them out as well.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I
And
saw
I think
Harry
they're from
Carey
Austria.
for the
Yeah.
Sky. Uh,
Yeah.
was it this year, last year? I don't remember. At a festival,
Yeah.
I've seen them twice.
Oh
Yeah,
shit. Okay.
amazing. But who has influenced you for the guitar playing?
Oh man. Like I said, Akira Yamaoka, Buckethead. I would say Jason Becker as well. He played with Marty Freeman and Cacophony. I would say, I mean, Kirk Hammett, Dave Mustaine. I would say Kerry King. You listen to some of my songs, you'll be like, oh, it's that chaos type of riffing, the chaos type of like shredding, where it's just a wall of sound. And then you get into like technical ability of like Dean Lamb from Archspire. You get these like sweeping arpeggios and these huge legato passages that are very technical and very clear.
Yeah,
And I kind of gravitate towards that as well. And another big guitarist of mine, I'd say Yngwie Malmsteen. I reached out to him. I'm still read in the DMs, so Yngwie Malmsteen, hit me up if you need some openers. Come on, man. But yeah, those are some of my guitar heroes right there.
yeah. The new song you're coming with, it's gonna be vocals or just instrumental?
Yeah, so I just released a new single that came out Tuesday, August 27th of 2024, and it's called To Live a Life in Shadows. It's my first time kind of singing because I could do that like black metal of like yeah type stuff and like Satan. But I wanted to try to like maybe push myself a little bit more as just a musician and as just a person that likes music. So I thought, let me see if I could do some singing. So I tried it out. I think I did somewhat okay. I was kind of inspired by Sabaton and Motorhead, just that gritty vocal kind of stuff. I can't get to Dio yet, but maybe one day I can resurrect him and have him sing on one of my albums. But for now, he's just rest in peace, Dio. But
Yes, rest in
in this
peace.
song, I kind of go through some feelings of, I guess, my old band. We're not seeing eye to eye too much, so I put a little bit of that sprinkling. But the whole song's about a knight, two knights that kind of build this kingdom up from the ground up, and one of them becomes a tyrant king, takes all the hard work from someone else, banishes this knight, and this king is just a tyrannical overlord, taking credit for himself, ruling an empire. And then that banished knight is like, you know what? I'm not going to live in the shadows anymore. I'm going to rise up and I'm going to retake this kingdom that I built.
Yeah,
So that's what that song's about.
yeah, cool. Have you played in other bands before, or this always just been
Yeah,
you?
I've played in a few bands. Most notably, the last one. I don't really want to say their name because I don't want to give them credit. But I built this band with a singer, and I made this whole entire album. And now he's saying that he gets it all, but I got copyrights for it. I helped build everything, and now we're kind of like in this weird kind of lawsuit, which I will say, anyone that's listening, get contracts, even with your friends, family. I don't care if it's your wife, your girlfriend, or just a friend from high school. You should go get a contract, write it out saying, hey, this is what we're doing. We're in a band together. What happens when one of us doesn't like each other? Do we get everything? Do we not? Have that discussion. It's a bad discussion, or I guess not a bad discussion, but not a people like to have it. But it's going to be a good discussion in the end, and then you guys can move on and you can do stuff, and it'll be really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been in a few bands. I've been in bands where the singer has had asthma, the bassist didn't have a bass yet, and the drummer just got drums. That was that was a fun band. But when you're in those kind of situations, it's more like some people say, "Yeah, I'm just in a band," but they never want to practice. So you
Yeah.
kind of get in a few bands, and then once you find people that want to actually like play music, it's kind of like this really cool thing. It's like this little magical pot of gold that you just found, and you're like, you know what? These guys want to play music. I want to play music, and they play the same thing that I like. And it's a wonderful feeling when you find those people.
Yeah. You are from USA, right?
Yes, I am from
Yes.
USA. I lived in Los Angeles for a while. Now I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, and we got a lot of farmland over here, a lot of baling hay, and we got Ford F-150s and we got guns over here. It's great barbecue and great people.
Yeah.
But I did do a European tour back in 2022, and we went all around Germany. We went to Sweden. We went to Switzerland. We went to Prague. We went a whole bunch of places. Hungary. Shout out to Ectomorph. You don't know Ectomorph? Oh, you should.
Yeah. I should check them out.
Hell yeah.
Why is it that every bands from the US love Germany and touring in Germany?
I think it's like a rite of passage when you can like tour overseas and you got all these great like metal bands that kind of like originated from overseas. I mean, you got some good bands in America, but when you can make it overseas and then bring that kind of success back to America, it's like a little gold pride button that you could wear and be like, "Yeah, I toured Europe. Yeah, it's cool, babe, you know?" And it's this like cool thing to just like experience something you probably wouldn't beforehand. Like I don't know if I'll ever be able to tour again. Maybe I'll just be in my little hole here in Louisville, Kentucky for the rest of my life. But I get to say I went across overseas. I get to see these cool people. I get to make fans over there. And now, I get to say, hey, I marked this off my bucket list. It's a highlight of my career.
Yeah. Did you felt welcome in
Yeah,
Germany,
actually, a lot
Sweden?
of people liked meeting up with like the American band, especially the one from like Hollywood.
Yeah.
And we've had like a lot of talks of like, okay, how's the American culture versus over here? How is it, you know, getting overseas, how are you adjusting to stuff, and then just, politics in general. And but you notice that a lot of people are very welcoming. They want to say, okay, you're a person coming over here. It's the hospitality nature of that. And I think everyone kind of does that to a certain degree in like a lot of cultures.
Yeah.
Here's someone that's coming into our space. Let's show them the best of, Hungary. Let's show them the best of Czechoslovakia. Let's show them the best of Europe as a whole. And I don't think we've had any kind of bad situations. Maybe some biker people that were a little bit drunk at a show, but other than that, we had a really great time.
Yeah. And we have great beer in Europe.
Yeah.
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 Don't know about the food though, but the beer is great.
Yeah, yeah. No, I liked the food too. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time you need to come to Norway.
Yeah, dude, that would be awesome.
We got even better beer.
Yeah, okay.
We got the best beer
Yeah.
and best music, of course.
Ooh,
Well,
what are some of your favorite music from Norway right now?
without Pagan's Mind, I don't know, Dimmu Borgir, Einherjar, Enslaved. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Well,
just
I heard something about Dimmu Borgir. One of their guitarists just left, right?
I heard about it, but
Well,
didn't have.
shout out Dimmu Borgir. I could play
Yeah,
Serpentine Offering pretty good.
yeah. Ask them.
Yeah, I should. I should DM him. Okay, don't
Yeah,
leave me on red, Dimmu. All right.
too big. Don't bother to answer, I
Oh
think.
yeah, they're massive.
Yeah, I saw them 3 or 4 years ago. Saw them at
Okay,
the
yeah.
festival. They haven't played together, I think, in 3 or 4 years. And now
Oh yeah.
they were in Tuska, I think it was down in Finland
Okay.
on this festival and played. So they're back,
Nice.
hopefully.
Yeah, when you hear a lot of things like, "Oh, this band, every member's starting to like break off and leave," then you're like, "What's really going on behind the scenes?"
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of great bands.
Yeah, dude, Children of Bodom from Finland.
Yeah,
I mean, I would love to be on their cover, but rest in peace, Alexei.
yeah. Yeah, Children of Bottom is awesome.
Yeah,
Cradle of
I got
Filth
to
as
see
well.
them live with Slayer, Lamb of God, and Mastodon back in like 2004.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. That was when I
But
was really into it was Death Crew Hate or no, Death Roll Hate Crew and Follow the Reaper. And
yeah,
that was like the blue album, the red album. I had those and I was like, this is exactly what I want to do guitar wise.
yeah.
And that's really influenced me as well as Alexi.
Uh, what was the thing about horror movies?
Oh, dude, I love horror movies. One of my favorite ones is The Thing by John Carpenter. And I just saw Longlegs, the Nicolas Cage horror film. That one's pretty good. I don't know if you've seen that one.
No,
Also, another Nicolas Cage movie, Mandy. Super metal. It's awesome.
cool. I'm not that into movies. So,
No?
no.
Man.
More games with me.
Okay. What are you playing right now?
No, it's Call of Duty and
Call of Okay, gotcha. I've been
that.
playing Ghost of Tsushima right now.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like cinematography. You get that like old school samurai movie. You do the black and white Kurosawa mode. So amazing.
Yeah, and also Hunt Showdown. I play a lot with my friends.
Okay. Yeah,
So it's like this first-person shooter games.
yeah. Okay, gotcha. I'm
Just to
uh I'm I'm really into like I'm not really into car games. I like the Burnout Paradise game, but that's like, 2 decades old at this point.
GTA.
Tony Hawk, I do Tony Hawk like a motherfucker. I will like if I could shred on the guitar like I do on Tony Hawk, oh my God, I'd be happy.
Yeah, I will play a lot of games. Actually, it's cool.
Yeah.
Keep your head busy.
Yeah, definitely. And you get a lot of stories. A lot of
Yeah,
people read books. Some people do movies, but like you get a lot of like character depth. You get a lot of story time. It's like a way to just kind of escape.
yeah, yeah.
And I could
You
see why
know,
people like the Final Fantasy series too, because That's
Yeah.
huge storylines.
And all the metal people loves gaming.
Oh, hell yeah.
It seems like, and Mega Man is one that goes over and over again. Ah, I'm inspired by Mega Man. Ah, Mega Man. Oh, fuck Mega Man.
Mega Man. I did the oh, what was it? It was Samus, Metroid Prime. I played that one. Zelda. I love the Zelda stuff. I
Yeah.
like role playing kind of stuff, I guess. I gotta check out Baldur's Gate.
Ah,
Skyrim's always a good one to just kind of,
yeah,
you know,
Skyrim. Yeah.
yeah. I think everyone likes Skyrim. Brutal Legend. Have you played that one?
No.
It's a heavy metal one. I think Jack Black plays the main character.
Ah,
Voice of it. Ozzy's in it,
ah,
and there's a lot of like metalhead vocalists in there. And you just run
cool.
around. You're just fighting people with like heavy metal heads. It's pretty cool.
Otherwise, what's the future plans or plans at all?
So right now, I'm kind of starting this thing where I'm doing monthly releases. So I'm still doing 5 song EPs that I like to call souls because I think when I'm making something, it's like a piece of my soul that I'm kind of giving out to people.
Yeah,
And I release them free on Bandcamp. But this time, I'm gonna do a song each month, and then once those 5 songs get released on like Spotify, all that, then I'm gonna release it on Bandcamp for free.
yeah,
So I'm gonna see if that kind of it's called a waterfall technique with marketing,
yeah,
and hopefully that helps the algorithm. Spotify sees that I'm releasing stuff all the time, and maybe it'll push it out. People will kind of find me in news sections all the time. But yeah, I'm just kind of doing a monthly kind of release, and hopefully every 5 months I come out with a new little EP soul that people could check out, and then hopefully I get a catalog of a whole bunch of music so that I can hit up maybe like a technical death metal festival and be like, I could do that because I have 5 songs that are technical death metal somewhere, or just like a thrash metal kind of bill somewhere in maybe Chicago or New York. I could be like, oh, I got thrash metal people will like. So I kind of have a whole bunch of songs that I could pull from and go, I could do this fest, and this fest with these 3 different set lists.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah,
And then I got merch. You could buy it online. I do this one specifically just at shows, and
yeah.
I hand make those. I hand screen print those, so it's a little bit more personable. I also got patches that I'm gonna be selling at shows. I got this cool little pin. I don't even know if you could see it well. It's from the first album, Born from
Ah,
Hate. It's a nice little metal pin,
yeah.
and I'm just kind of like doing it all by myself. And then,
It costs a lot of money printing all this merch
oh,
yourself.
yeah, if you go through like an actual like website and be like, just do it all for me, it's gonna cost thousands of dollars. But
Yeah,
like, I can like find long sleeve shirts that are like you can get 5 for $3 sometimes because they just want to offload, and you're like, oh, cool, I could do that, and then I could print it myself with ink for like $1. So really, it only cost me like $5 to make that, and I want to sell it for like $7 to $10 because
yeah,
when I go to shows, I see bands that are selling stuff for like that would cost
Uh,
$50,
yeah, of course.
and
It's
it's like,
insane.
why? Yeah, and
Yeah,
I mean, you're making a lot of money that way, but I don't want people to go broke over my music and my art. I just want to play it.
yeah.
I
I
like to
was
support myself, so I'm kind of like in this weird kind of middle ground.